She's watching you in the rearview mirror. I have a theory about why young girls prefer boys like that without experience. They think they aren't twisted by frustration yet. Frustration makes you crazy. That's why my job is so important. Only through power she bursts out laughing. Well, anyhow, that's my theory, honey. Doesn't mean it's true. The ride continues in silence. The street lamps are very few and far in between now. Your passenger can barely keep her eyes open. Her eyelids close to jerk back open. She's exhausted, shivering. You turn up to eat a little. She smiles. Thanks, son. She settles in more comfortably, soothed by the motion of the cab. A few minutes later, you get to your destination. Always great to see you, hon. Jake pays the fare. She climbs out of the cab and leans back into the open car door for a moment. Hope you have a good night, honey. Her eyes follow her as she enters the hall of a dissipated apartment block from the 70s. Wait, what? What the fuck? You didn't pay? Bruh. That's a bruh moment. She skipped out on paying us, bro. I'll be right back. Oops, shit.
Chase.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, we are ready. So, did you decide which one ahead of time?
Go with the woman.
There is a couple of women. Which one?
The one closest to you.
Okay. She looks so sad. What the fuck? Your next question to immediately raises her. Drive, ho. I don't care where, I just need you to drive.
Stop driving.
You turn the key in the ignition. What's wrong with her hands? They are good. Keep going this way. Her deep, full voice makes you slightly uncomfortable. With closed eyes, she seems like she's in a place far back from your seat in the taxi. When she starts speaking, there's an odd whistle in her voice, like she has a hole in one of her teeth. Gross. Slow down. Frail or fragile? A bit surprised you look back at her in the mirror. Answer me, frail or fragile. I'm not sure. Don't think about it, just say the first one that comes to your mind. Frail or fragile?
That was funny.
This one?
I guess I'd go with I don't know.
Well, that's rude. Of course you don't. No one does. She shrugs. Both words actually have the same root. A smile spreads across her face. 2 words, 2 units. And life went on, and words mixed once again. She pauses. I like how it has like a Joker looking laugh. She doesn't answer your question because she starts to scream. Wait, what? Go down the street and stop. You speed up the quiet street. The cold weather has driven away all the passerbyers. There, yes, good. I've got it. She cries out with joy and it resonates in the cab. I've got it. Look, the words are right there. They're wandering past us like sheep, like... She explodes with laughter. She immediately stops laughing and she silences you with a wave of her hand. Shut the F up. Now I must write. She closes her eyes, her fingers stroke imaginary upholstery. The frail are forced into battle. Together come the children, a son and a daughter, standing tall to salute. They will cry, oh yes, they will cry. The eaglets fly behind. The frail will say, your passenger freezes when she opens her eyes again, she stares at you. What happens when you sleep? She's waiting for your answer. She tilts out to the side just a bit. No, that's a lie and you know it. And what happens when you drive? Exactly, you have time to others. She laughs strangely, almost a snicker as her eyelids droop, and the son will say, frail father, I want you to come back to life. And the daughters will say, frail father, I want you to come back to a winner. The whistle in her voice grates on your ears. The father responds, you must choose, as an eaglet lands upon his shoulder. Together they fly off, and thus all began. Fragile, frail, 2 paths that can't be fooled. The son and daughter will grow up, though not in the same place. When early one morning, 20 years later, they wake up to the sound of a bugle. The sound will be being churned and clubbed, until he wakes up from a 1,000-year dream. A dream without sails, in which the daughter and son fish, whatever the fuck that long-ass word is. Maybe they learn to live again without their father. Frail and fragile. Frail is fragile. She catches her breath. 11 years. I've been writing this poem for 11 years.
Are you kidding?
You get the impression she didn't even hear you. For 11 years, I've been trying to finish the text. It's filled with so much it's infused with my entire life. Yes? Why are you touching my stuff? Who cares? Leave it there. Oh, Jesus. Anyhow, as long as there's someone with my tears. Oh, I skipped dialogue. Can I go back now? In the street right in front of me. She giggles. Thank you. She sighs and places a few bills in front of you, far more than the fare. Stop here, and you pull the cab over. Keep everything, I have nothing more. She gets out of the taxi without a peep.
Wait.
She walks away without responding to your call. Seems that it's only impression, but it looks like she's getting smaller and smaller with each step. Darkness swallows her, and you sit there a bit shaken by her poem. You pick up the money, something falls at your feet. You grab onto the small, shiny, white seashell with your fingers. You look at it for a second without saying a word. 11 years. The idea makes its way into your brain. You take a minute and drive off. Whoa! Tip me $20.
Euro, actually. Euro.
He paid us. Bank. And she'd even need us to flirt with her. What the fuck?
That guy over there seems to like a suspect. On the left.
What, this guy with the glasses?
No,
Or this guy?
Yeah, that one. Yep.
He's a suspect because he looks like an immigrant. Just kidding.
I need a cat, quick.
Uh-oh. You pull up in front of the American Embassy. Whoa, what? You don't ever recall picking up a customer here. They probably have a fleet of their own. Or a contract with a private company. The door opens, you take a me liking the guy who gets in. You find it somehow reassuring like a lost tourist. He babbles something in English, you have to listen hard to make out the address. Sorry, I'm back in Paris and forgotten my manners. He flashed you with a sparkling smile, his voice is tingled with a slight American accent. Americans have accents? You turn the key in the ignition.
Well,
Think, what's your name, pal?
accent.
You're surprised to hear him say the familiar two form straight off the bat.
Two forms straight off the bat. Two.
Which one?
Maybe second one.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Hussein. How did you? No worries, amigo. I saw your name when I made the reservation permit. Oh, shit. My permit. I don't know what the fuck that was. The look on your face tells him you don't think much of his manners. Wow, easy, pal. I'm just a good old boy who has too much to drink, that's all. My name is... He nods slowly as if to certain. If I reveal my name, I'll be left with no other choice. I have to kill you. What?
Okay.
He pauses way too long to be joking. His face darkens. It's a different man on the seat behind you. And then his face creases into a grin. Hey, amigo, I'm joking. I work for the CIA, that's all.
First one.
Yeah, you could say that. Is that why your French is so good? I speak 8 other languages too. You give a low whistle. Not bad for a Yankee. He bursts into laughter. I wonder if no wonder I'm a spy, eh, amigo? Silence hangs in the air. Your patcher seems to be formulating his thoughts. You're married, amigo? You shake your head no. Got a girlfriend? Another negative nod. That's too bad. A good-looking guy like you two all alone. What a waste. He gazes absently out the window. Americans are like that, laid back yet distant. Maybe it's the booze, amigo, but I can't get this woman out of my head tonight. Man, what a woman. I'm not going to tell you where she's from. You'll ask a ton of questions. And if you ask questions, I'm going to have to lie to you, pal. And with you, I don't want to lie. You look like a cheek type. I love that French expression. Cheek type, a good guy. A far-off look comes over his face.
So, what the story?
Yeah, what's the story, pal? Clears his throat, then falls in a long silence as if wondering where to begin. I'll start in this place in Africa. Between you and me, pal, I really like Africa. People there are more alive, serious. You just need to spend a couple of weeks there. No more than that or you'll go nuts. You clench your teeth and remain perfectly still. We're working with a minister there, not a cheek type like you. A traitor. A real son of a bitch.
Yeah, I can't imagine. First one.
He stares blankly into space, wondering perhaps if he's divulging some big secret, and then continues his story. A note of bitterness has crept into his voice. Anyhow, this guy's gotten difficult. We had two choices: either convince him to see things our way, or sabotage his car. That's what makes work in Africa so easy. The cars, I mean. Every continent has its own little quirk, a way of getting things done without any trouble. In Africa, it's the cars, so I contracted the minister's family and met his wife.
What about
Other countries? Yeah, he had its own little kind of quirk. Gee, you're curious, amigo, aren't you? Looks at you for a second, then answers. In Asia, it's the mistresses. Guys there always have mistresses. That's how you get to them. I'm not here to give you all my little secrets, amigo. I was talking about... He protrudes his lips in a curious pout and lowers his eyelids. I was talking about Chantal. He pronounces her name almost absently. She was beautiful, amigo, such a beauty. His voice was slow like a worn-out LP. There was this fierceness in her eyes, you know what I mean? An animal spirit. A lopsided grin spreads over his drunken face. She said she didn't like that Americans preferred the French over their straightforward ways. She made me laugh. When someone dies in Africa, there's always a Frenchman in the picture. Either supplied the bullet, the gun, or the guy who got shot. He runs his fingers along the seam of his jeans. The material is heavy, almost coarse. She was so beautiful. He's gone off to some faraway time and place. You pull up the address he's given you, a bar that keeps late night hours. You make out snatches of animated conversation behind the Lord rolling shutter.
Well then.
I loved her. His voice is tingled with sorrow and regret. I love her like no other, amigo, no other.
What about her husband?
We sabotaged his car. It hit a tree at 100 km/h. Jesus Christ. There wasn't much left of her husband, amigo. I don't know what happened to her. Life there has its own eternal logic, you know. All at once, he snapped out of his funk. This bar, amigo, is run by Russians. Dissidents from the Soviet era. The boss spent 10 years in the Gulag. Can you imagine? The Russians, those guys really know how to deal with prisoners. That's where I would have sent that traitor Snowden. And now it's the Russians who are protecting him. He breaks off and raps at the window.
The first and the second one, wow. Okay, go by second one.
Second one?
Yeah.
Anyhow, who cares? He was a traitor, a real son of a bitch. He reaches you into his pocket and hands you a tip. You hesitate for a moment and accept the crumbled note. As he the cab, he offers his parting words. One moment.
I should have chosen the first one.
Yeah, we didn't get much information from that. Not a word about what I told you today, okay? These words hang ominously in the air. Not a word to anyone about this dive. He climbs out of the cab, howling with laughter. You sit there for a minute, feeling pretty dumb. You start up the cab. Wow, look at that tip, bro. What kind of garbage, man? I'm telling everyone. I'm posting it on my blog. Fuck you. I need to take a small break so I can finish eating.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I cannot eat at all.
Yeah. So when do you plan to play? Continue playing? So when do you
After I finish eating.
Yeah, like 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 10 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. Probably like 10 to 15. I don't think it's going to take too long.
Yeah. It's almost 12. It's almost 12 a.m. here.
Well,
Yep.
should probably go to sleep then.
Yeah, perhaps. But it's actually interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we can continue more tomorrow. It's all good.
Or perhaps. Well, it took like let's see, 8 hours to sleep here. So like, if It's like if you. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, it's noon over there, so it will be like 8 p.m. something like that in America.
Yeah, it's 1 p.m. right now.
Do you usually play in the evening or at noon?
I play like everything. I'm probably gonna go for now though, and we can hang out more.
Yeah, I guess we.
I'll just wake up. I'll just wake up earlier, and I can stream more to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll see you later then.
Yep. Have a good night.
All right.